Okay, so we're calling this the half poof, but more commonly known as the half up, half down. Most people have tried it before, but I want to show you a much more sophisticated and edgier way for you to achieve this at home. So what I've done today is Stephanie has been generous enough to shampoo her hair with a TRESemmé Split Remedy shampoo and conditioner. You need to prep your hair properly for this sort of style. It's really important. After you hop out of the shower, towel dry your hair fluffy dry, and then you need to use the heat taming protection spray. You're really going to achieve the best results with this by using the volume mousse as well. When you use the mousse in the hair, it doesn't matter that you're using two styling products. It's not going to weigh it down. It's just going to help create even more volume and make the curl last a lot longer. I always say to use a bristle brush. Sometimes when you use a ceramic brush, it actually flattens the hair a little bit too much. You want to create volume for this look. It's all about having that big voluminous hair. The next step is to take each section of the hair about 1 inch to 2 inches wide and to create these barrel curls all the way around the head. Okay, so Stephanie and I have allowed the hair to cool. We're going to take all the pin curls out now. And as you're doing it, remember I've said before, always start from the base of the head. The reason why is if you don't, you're going to end up with it all tangled and lose the curls. Now, you can have two looks with this. You can either brush this hair out with a paddle brush, and this is what they call in America, that real prom look. You know, I think this is okay, but it also looks quite 60s, and we want to make this more modern. So I believe you should always break it all up. It just looks a little bit more fresh, a little bit more now. Now you don't also need to backcomb this. By using the double application of the styling products, it will be enough. You only want to create the volume on top here. You don't want this to be big and beehivey throughout the back. And we want to create the volume at the top now. But just remember, we don't want it as high as my hair, like up here, but we still want to just break it up a little bit, make it look a little bit more fresh and modern. So, with the teasing, remember I've said before, don't start from the top, always start from the roots down. Grab a good whack of it, it's not going to hurt. Nice tension. If you tease the hair and it's like this, all you're going to do is end up with knots. You want to pull it down. Sometimes it's best to slightly have the comb on an angle instead of just going straight in. Put the comb on an angle, nice and tight in the root area. Break it up, again on a slight angle. Now, I always like to leave a very small section out around the front and not backcomb that. The reason why is it's really nice just to sprinkle it over. Okay, so we've teased up the top of the hair. Now what I want to show you for this part is you can either leave this hair coming all out on the sides, or you can bring this back. Now I've teased the front first because I wanted to create my volume. We're going to bring this back. Remember I was talking about more of an edgier look for you. So we're going to bring this back into the hair. Using a couple of bobby pins, a bit of hairspray. Okay, so it's really important that when you go to do this and bring this back up over the top, that we use our little pins that I talked about before. These are the ones that I like to use. This is a French fringe pin. Get these at the supermarkets, at the chemists, and just up and over. And we're going to create exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so as you can see here, I've created a type of a mohawk style, nice and tight in here with the bounce through there. You want to pull this out a little bit, bring it in, do a little bit of brushing, a little bit of height throughout the front. Let's see how we're going through here. Again, making sure we don't get it too big. So we've pinned this in, but as you can see, it's not really that polished yet. But what you can do is see how we've just pulled these pieces out? That's how we create that slightly more polished effect. Again, with the hairspray and the fingers, go in, break it up. There's nothing better, if you can see side on here, see how I've broken this up in here? It's a little bit more modern. Instead of that whole prom look, by having it all smooth. It's a little bit younger, it's a little bit more edgier. And I think I've done a much more modern version of the half poof. It's perfect.